Now go. Digital events left your stream up. What? Oh, okay, I see. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Hello, hello, hello. It is time to start this up. How are y'all doing tonight? I had to shave today. I had a problem with my face. I ended up having to shave the beard to basically take care of my face, so I'm a little bare looking. Don't worry, I'll be back in a couple days. It's already growing back though. I had an idea. I'm going to make a racer. Yes, I saw it. I'll be going to look at it here in a few minutes too again. Show it off on stream, but so I had an idea for a racer that I wanted to do. I noticed the guys keep making these racers that are really, well, chunky. And I've been playing with shape development and getting speed up with lower drag and everything. And they've been doing these races where they're going back and forth to a certain market or whatever, calling it the market run. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to play with something using smaller parts. And seeing how much of a quick acceleration I can get. Because the whole point of the racing is how quickly can you start, how quickly can you stop, and how quickly can you change directions. So what I'm hoping is all of my recent experience in dealing with this will be to my benefit. Yeah. I wonder something. Yes, I know. Oh, by the way, let's start the night off with a good giveaway. Let's do the 2 million quanta to start the night off. Say hi to everybody, kind of give it a good kicker. Hi, everybody. How are you all doing tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4. We do have a 13 in channel, but he is currently AFK. If you're wanting to join me in chat, jump into the holding tank. You're more than welcome. Just getting started. I got a message Torton too. Get him over here. Oh, we got a spaceman.
Hello.
What's up? Torton's going to come over tonight, and I'm going to see about getting him to help me with getting some of the curves that I need for the castle.
I force respawned and now I'm stuck at 69%.
Uh-oh. Out of all the voxelmancers in the game, Torton is one that just... his skills are second to none. You know, you can get him to help on a project, you're as good as gold. What's up, resource? Rick. How are you guys doing tonight? Oh, Futon Torpedo, thank you for the follow. Awesome, we have a Torton coming to play tonight. It is a beautiful thing. Four, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he said he's working on finishing up what he's working on now, and then he's gonna come by and say hi. And how did I screw that up? I screwed something up. Okay, so those are right. It's that's wrong. Alright, that side is evenly distributed. 2, 3, 4. Two, three, four. We are currently giving away 2 million Quanta in-game, people. Exclamation mark raffle to get in on that. That's 2 million Quanta in-game. Oh, I had to shave all my facial hair off. I had an issue today. My face was breaking out because of Whoa, Neil, dude, thank you. Wow. That's your second time in a row for that, buddy. You have wow, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know how much more of a way I can say that other than God damn, thank you, brother. I mean, you have gone far and above helping out, dude. You are awesome. Thank you so much. Damn. And people ask me why I keep streaming this game, because I have some of the best, hands down, viewers there are. And anybody wants to argue with that, you know what? I got a hairy Texan ass they can kiss.
I think we're okay.
Really?
Not that great.
Big Ginger Man, welcome to the stream, brother. How are you doing tonight, my friend? I do hope you are doing well. I am doing amazing. It is a beautiful night. Waiting for Torden to come down and visit. I'm making a racer. I mean, it couldn't be a better night. It is a beautiful night. Had a bit of an issue today, had to shave my face. But yeah, I don't know what happened, but my face ended up like really red and sore, and I have really thick facial hair, and sometimes it just kind of happens, and I just have to shave it and start from scratch on it. And there's not much I can do about it either, unfortunately. I'm actually a little terrified of what's going to happen with this ship, because, yeah. I'm a lot terrified of what's going to happen with this ship. Well, just kind of gives a heads up. Yeah, the engines are rare. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we'll find one way or another. real question is, how well is she able to brake? I'm gonna figure it out one way or another. So we got a 13 in Spaceman in channel tonight. How are you two doing? I think 13 went to go do something. Space, how are you doing, bud?
Okay, just doing some factory stuff.
The shops over here at the castle are going about as fast as I can get them put in.
What's going on with those?
Medium core shops. You can do whatever you want to do in it. No rent.
Static or dynamic?
They are static cores and they are built around the edge of the castle. And once you're done building it, let me know and I'll make you a DRM-free core blueprint of it. I shaved, resource, I shaved. I didn't have a choice. I had some problems with some facial hair today. My face was getting kind of red and I had to take care of it. Digital advantage, you won the 2 million quanta. Jedge, I need you to send me what your character name is. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I want to make sure not certain I don't screw it up. Oh no, I don't know what was going on today, but I don't know if it's the... We've been having a lot of issues with the way the weather is down here and stuff. I don't know if it's that or what, but for some reason I woke up this morning and my face was dry and cracked, and I tried taking care of it with some stuff for the skin with the beard, and it ended up being just had to shave the beard to take care of the issue, you know? Go big. today was officially my wife's last day of her school year. She's a public school teacher, so she is out for the summer. Technically, she still has to go in twice a week for the dance team. But
Hi, Serapis.
hey, how are you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing all right. So
What are we doing?
I'm bringing my stream into your stream. So
Oh,
I have a I don't know, just a couple of people hanging out in my stream.
okay.
So I came and joined your Discord, so they can hear you too, just so you know.
Roger that.
But and then I'm in my ship and I'm heading to Market 1 first on my way to you, so that I can pick up a surrogate pod to keep in my ship with me, so that if I need some voxels from my wedge to help you with your problem, I can just VR over quickly.
Oh, I got a bunch of them, dude. I'll give you one.
Yeah, well, I meant that if I need a prepared piece from my wedge, I can just VR over to grab it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'll give you a surrogate pod. I got a bunch of them. I got.
Oh, okay. Well, I already bought one, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna pick it up on my way.
And while you're here, I'll give you access to my parts container, so you'll have access to everything in there.
Cool. I just figured that way if I needed a particular voxel, I would be able to just go quickly grab it, because it occurred to me that I might want something I didn't have. So, but I was out at my space station, so I'm now 1.5 SU out of Alioth, coming in on the approach. So it'll be a few minutes. So I'll just shut up now, and you can go back to what you were doing.
Dude, you're not a bother. Okay, it's TORDAN in game, right?
Right.
Okay, because there's also a DEN in game too.
If there is, they deserve to be shot. No, it's TORDAN.
That's what I thought. I didn't know if EN might have been an alt, so I was just double checking.
No, it's not. We need to hurt them. We need to hunt them down and eradicate them. Remove them, I tell you.
I gotta add you, make sure you're on all the policies for everything, so. Advance construct rights. I'm gonna do that before you get here, so I don't have to, Shipyard already set. By the way, ladies and gentlemen in stream, we do have Torden in chat. He is coming over to help out with some problems I've been having on the castle.
Yo, what's up?
And this will be his first time seeing the castle.
And I'm only a little foggy and a little groggy. I've been moving the domicile the last couple of weeks, so if I'm a little off my prime, you know why. I've been getting precious little sleep, and
I think everybody's doing that right now. Okay, castle team.
Movie? It seems like it.
Yeah.
you know, it's funny too, because there are actually injunctions against forcing people to move, but our landlord, who we've been living in the same place for 15 years, and our landlord decided that she and her husband are like pushing 80, and they wanted to move back into this place that were the place we were living in, so that she asked us if we could find a new place. And after 15 years in the one spot, I tell you, man, you collect so much junk, you know.
Yeah.
Moving was quite the hassle, but the movers have come and gone, and we're in the new place and sleeping in the new place now, and we're here. So
Nice.
kind of happy with that.
Now it's where's my stuff? Where did I put this? Where did I put that? Did we forget to get this? Did we throw that away? Should we have thrown this away?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, my wife, who's just a little on the OCD side, has been madly running around unpacking everything because she has to, right? And I guess I can't complain about that. You know, it's she's done a bang up job getting stuff pretty much unpacked already. We've been here a week, and we're still living out of boxes a little bit, but all the important stuff has been found, and
That's always good. You get to that point, you're like, okay, I can stop stressing a little bit now.
Well, it's not like I haven't been doing stuff, but I've also been, going to work every day and whatever. And the garage and my shop and all that kind of stuff are distinctly my responsibility. And that part is the thing least taken care of so far, of course. But
Gotcha.
But she's done a great job, and so like we can find forks and glasses and silverware and underwear, the useful stuff, the important stuff.
Yeah, those things are important. My wife and I we bought our piece of land. We closed on that, and the loan is closed on. But right now we're waiting for 5 days without rain for them to put the manufactured home on the property.
Yeah, the next place we move, we're going to own. But where I live right now, it actually hasn't been terribly practical to buy a place. The house prices are so inflated that actually, in the long run, it's cheaper to just rent and invest money someplace else. I mean, like it would have been a losing proposition. I'd be $200,000 underwater if I had bought a place when we moved out here originally. So.
But see, that was the original problem we had here. It was to buy something the size we needed was going to be $500,000 to $600,000 easily, and then we ended up deciding that we went with a manufactured home because I got a 4-bedroom home with a living room, den, flex space, and everything, all the amenities, and a half-acre of land for $160,000. So
yeah,
can't complain.
Yeah. I live in Southern California where you can't get anything for under $1 million.
I'm sorry.
Whereabouts in SoCal?
San Diego area.
Okay, that's where my landlord lives, and I'm up in northern Idaho. Are you my landlord?
Nope. Nope. I wish I was, man. I wish it was.
I used to have a friend that lived there. He worked for Daybreak Games for a long time.
My cousins live in San Diego.
I mean, it was tricky finding a place to move to now too, because Blitz just said in my chat here that he's got a renter that hasn't paid in 14 months, and he can't do anything, and that's true, and I mean, except that it's all backing up. In theory, eventually you're going to get paid it all. Hopefully, one hopes. But
I'm just praying they don't do something stupid and try to let them get away without ever having to pay it.
Well, and that would be stupid because it would shaft a whole lot of people who, have been trying to pay mortgage. So unless they do mortgage forgiveness or, so whatever, I mean, unless they do like an across the board, debt forgiveness for everybody or something, I don't know, whatever. But the other downside or the other sort of caveat to all of that is that trying to move was a nightmare because everybody wants like extra guarantees, they want extra deposits, they want extra everything, because right now you could sign a lease on a new place, move in, and then never pay a dime of rent, and they can't get you out. And so that makes it really hard to get a new place to live. I mean, it's a hassle and a half because everybody's wicked gun shy and paranoid, so it's I mean, it's all understandable, right? Like it makes sense, sort of, in a lot of ways. All the pieces of it, right? Like with COVID, it doesn't make sense to be evicting people because it's just bad for life in general. Yeah. But it, it's a hassle if you're not getting paid and you're trying to pay the bills, and so yeah, unintended or peripheral consequences in any case, even if they're intended, sometimes they're a hassle and a half. Anyway, I'm just picking up my pods. So I had already purchased it before I left, so I figured I'd just continue and go get it.
No problem. No problem.
Before I forget about it, like 9 months from now, I'd be like, oh shit, there's a pod there I never went to go get. That's happened to me before.
I do the same thing. I still have, I just realized the other day that at Marketplace 18 I have 10k fuel, and then on Talamay Moon 2, which I haven't been to Talamay Moon 2 since the release of beta, I have 6,800 quarts. Just sitting there. I guess one day I'll end up out that way, and I'll just, okay, hey, Quartz, pick it up and resell it, or do something with it,
Well, you just tell me where it is, and I'll go steal it from you. Oh, wait, I mean, yeah.
I don't think it's enough to even try to steal. It's only 6,800 of it.
Yeah, that's not very much. I was saying I was trying to finish up the floor of the outer ring of my space station, and I used 10,000 matte gray concrete to just do, one rotation. Basically 16 cores of one section that you can copy, right? So it was like 160 by 32 voxels, and to do the whole floor, was basically 16 times that in total. So all in all, I've used, I think, like 400,000, maybe 600,000 concrete.
Ooh, that stuff's not easy to make either.
No, it's not. So I'm just like sucking through resources like it's water. All right, let me bloody hell, turn on the brakes before I start going over to Discord. Be smart. Copy. Back over here. It's not a secret where you are, right?
No. It is definitely not a secret where I am. In fact, most nights the castle's pretty hopping.
I was about to just paste it in my chat. I didn't want to do that if you didn't want it to be
Nope.
out there on a Twitch stream.
Yeah, the castle is a very public place. In fact, there's medium core shops going up here.
All right, well, you're only 52 kilometers away, so I'm on my way.
That's kind of the reason why I like my location. I'm close to the districts, but I'm not close enough that I deal with the lag from the districts and the overpopulation of structures.
Yeah.
I'm actually terrified to see what's going to happen when I punch the gas in the ship I'm designing.
I was just thinking about that. So I've got sort of my small hauler, right? It'll exit Atmo off of Alioth carrying 1,000 tons, and which is pretty nice for a small core ship, right? One container, pack 1,000 tons into it, no problem, off we go. But if I get going, faster than about 13 or 1,400 kilometers per hour, I start blowing adjusters like crazy.
Yeah, Grabby, I like being close to you, even though I was here first, brother. You followed me, fool. You followed me. Grabby was commenting in my chat. Tell the truth, you like being close to Grabby.
I should open up your text chat in one of my windows so I can see what people are saying. That would be smart.
I should probably do the same thing.
I've only got a couple of people in my I have a small but dedicated following.
I've had some people tell me that your stream goes right over their head.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's funny. 'Cause the whole reason I did my stream was because, I don't mind streaming, but I was never like motivated to stream. But when I was doing the videos, the advanced voxelmancy videos, one of the common feedback I got was, can you show examples? Can you show how you use this stuff? And I figured if I was going to do that, I'd do a voxelmancy stream and build stuff, and people could see how I use what I was doing in the videos. So that was the impetus for doing it. And so people come by, but yeah, a lot of it is pretty advanced voxelmancy that sometimes it's just sitting and copy pasting all night, but
yeah.
Sometimes it's also like really complicated, discussions of voxelmancy. And I try to make it accessible, but it's not always easy.
I have
I'm
a
gonna
very
park
bad
off
habit
the
of
side
being
here for a
stupid.
second, just to make sure I render in before I try to land anywhere.
No worries, dude. Yeah, it's the main thing I'm having issues with is trying to figure out the shape on the ceiling here, on the cathedral ceilings, to try to get it to work right. And the ceilings are a very integral part of what I'm designing. You know, they're a large part of the actual.
I hate when I land too hard. That was silly.
Did you land here?
Yep.
Roger that.
But it's funny, I'm floating forward.
Oh, to me, you're sitting still. There we go. Hello. Oh, now it's floating forward. Is that you moving it, or is it just doing it?
It was just doing it, and it's still doing it. I'm trying to maneuver tool it to get it to shut up and sit still. It was drifting. There we go. Sometimes you have to maneuver tool it. Alright. Put this there. This in there. This in there.
I fixed your windshield.
Oh, thank you.
Is there anything else damaged?
I don't think so. It was probably just... I just tapped down just a tiny bit too hard. Because, you know, dumbass.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do another giveaway in stream, guys. We're going to do another 2 million giveaway.
Well, you actually give stuff away in your stream. You're nice.
No, Quanta, ships, blueprints, games on Steam. All kinds of crap.
I just build shit.
Oh, there we go. These guys have been really amazing to me. The viewers have just been awesome. We ended up having a lot of unexpected costs with the moving of the house, and we ended up being short on, even though we had 20 grand in savings, it went through quick trying to get stuff set up for the house. And part of having two severe autistic kids is the house has to be done safe for the kids.
Yep.
You know, it's a lot of work, a lot of money, and a lot of headache to safe an entire new house from scratch. And the guys in stream we're almost to the goal. We're only I think 500 short of the goal of $3,000.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they're awesome. So I am happy to give crap away all the time. I will give crap away every night to these people. I like this ship design. I don't know, it's just something about it feels very realistic.
You're talking about mine?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
It feels,
Yeah, I started off with the objective when I started building it was to make the rear engine footprint as absolutely small as I possibly could and fit that stuff. It was that was the primary objective, just generally, was to minimize the side-to-side footprint, so I could basically make it go as fast as I possibly could, given the engine structure that I wanted to go with. So I packed in the wings and everything in the back over here, as literally as tight as was humanly possible, and then I limited my voxel size to that footprint. That was the most I was going to allow myself.
That's just really awesome. I like the overall concept behind it. The way the front end is set up, the way the utilization of the glass without obstructing it. The view is really nice in it.
You're welcome to go in if you like. I think you should have rights to open the doors, but if you don't, I'll certainly let you out.
Oh, it opened for me. Yeah. Yeah. This is really nice.
I haven't actually built out the cockpit yet. I mean, I'm going to do some voxelmancy in here eventually.
You know what this feels like, huh? A mini version of the Enterprise D.
Yeah, and I was sort of going for that.
I like it. I like it.
But I plan to do more refinement of that area. I just haven't really got it. I mean, it's fully functional, and I haven't got around to it yet. You know, I finished the outside.
But yeah, the ship looks awesome, man.
Thank you. These stairs were a total bitch. I mean, they were a nightmare. It took me probably a week to get those stairs to look right. But
yep.
There's just too many different things sticking out in too many different directions.
Follow me, and I'll show you where I'm having issues.
I like the Klingon there.
Oh, that was Assyrian and I. He built a PvP version of it, and him and I spent 2 nights on stream revamping it for the Care Bear life.
All right, so we've got double table Great Hall here.
Yep. Okay, so where I'm having issues is in here. The intersections between the ceilings when you go around corners. Right now I'm using a flat square. Here, see where the chandelier is straight up ahead above you?
Okay.
And I was wanting to do an inside and outside rounded corner to actually go with the shape of the ceiling. I have I have voxel pieces out here, the parts where I was copying and pasting this from where I originally built them. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to fill in, is to make something that's actually rounded and goes with that and looks right.
Alright.
That curve is the only thing I have ever used from a voxel library. Nothing else in this castle is from a voxel library but that curve, the rib.
Alright, so you're talking about where the silver rib meets the black ceiling, right? There's definitely some voxel distortion here, and you want the ceiling to follow a curve.
Oh no, the corner where the chandelier is. Where it goes around the corner. Wait, where'd you go?
I should probably look at your stream. Hang on a minute. Let me pull up your stream so I can see what the heck you're looking at.
I'll just stare at it for a second.
One moment, please. While I a new window. And
Blitz, I saw a shirt similar to that. I'm reading your stream too. Stone, what's up, buddy? Who you calling these people? These people, you people are awesome. Pluton Torpedo, you're new to the stream, but you're still awesome. You're part of the family, brother. And you cannot have a name like Pluton Torpedo and not be awesome. That is an epic name.
All right, so I'm sorry, it's making me watch a commercial. Let me mute so I don't get too many sounds.
Uh-oh.
All right. 1 minute, please, while the universe catches up with me. All right, so I see your. I mean, you have another spot that looks like it needs some work too.
Yeah, there's a lot of cleaning up in here to do. The main thing I'm looking at is this corner. I'm having hell making that shape.
Alright, so...
Because basically I want it to round out and connect the corners like a continuous part of a vaulted ceiling, with cathedral ceiling, instead of having that flat panel. You know?
Oh. Oh.
If you follow me out this entrance right
Oh,
here.
so the chandelier would have to leave.
Well, yeah,
if you-
that was a placeholder.
Oh, alright.
If you
So
look,
you want two rounds to meet into a merged round.
if you go out of build mode and follow me out front, I'll show you the parts that I was copying and pasting all this from.
Okay.
It's right up this entrance. And you have build rights on this too.
Alright.
Let's see. This corner. And there's two corners, an inside corner and an outside corner that I was having hell with. That's the rest of it is cleaning up voxels and just making them look pretty and crisping them up and sharpening the edges, you know.
You said you had a container that had all these materials in it?
Yep. Over here, you see the white glowy logo on the corner of the castle?
Uh-huh.
There's an elevator right here in front of it.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. And right here where I'm standing, there's one that says main storage, just linked to that container.
Alright.
It's 10 extra large, expanded extra large containers full of parts.
Alright. I just wanted to be able to cut and paste without worrying about what material I was using.
Yep.
Alright. So, if I do this over here, that'll probably be good. And I'll show you how I would probably do this.
Okay.
And are you watching my stream now too, or just yours?
I am watching both, actually.
Okay, me too. Which is handy, actually. All right, so I'm going to copy. Actually, yeah, you've got chandeliers in both of them. So I'm just going to clone this so that I get one place to work that isn't. Just looking for an empty spot here. And there we go. That will not mess with anything.
Well, I can consolidate some of this other crap and move stuff. That's not a...
It's all right. I found a spot. It's right here is fine. Wow, I'm still back to where I can't paste anything.
Huh?
I
Oh,
can't paste.
hold on.
No, I mean, I don't think it's you. I think when I was at my space station, I could
Well, no,
copy.
this is a DRM issue. I gotta release the DRM on the structure. Oh, wait. Activate DRM is deactivated. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm having an issue where I couldn't paste even at my own space station. So I'm gonna actually log out.
No problem.
Log back in again and try clearing the cache one more time and see if it fixes my problem. Hang on one second.
0 is high, lurk. Thank you, brother. A Big Ginger Man says, I'm having issues to sync issues. Sync issues? I actually had an issue earlier. It told me I couldn't place a medium static core while a... Wait, hold on. Let me pull it up because I was talking to Deckard about it. I sent him. You cannot deploy a static core unit on a territory in a pending state. On my tile, where my castle has been for literally months and months.
Huh.
It was rather irritating. Ginger Man, how are you doing tonight, buddy? I hope you're having a good night. And thank you, Stone. Stone and several people are setting up shops around the castle here because not everybody can go to the spaceport because it's too much, you know?
Yep.
So the castle's kind of becoming a functional, smaller option. You can have a medium core shop. There's going to be shops all the way around it. And it's not as laggy. There's, you know, I don't have a whole lot of industry here. The industry I do here almost never functions. It's never working, so. Yep.
We're logging back in, so hopefully this will clear up the problem. I actually quit the desktop this time instead of just logging out, or logging out, and I cleared the cache on my way back in, so hopefully this is going to clear it up.
Nice.
Otherwise, we're waiting for a server reboot.
Yep. My son picked up this Fanta Pina Colada cola today, and it tastes amazing, but every time I drink it, I want a real pina colada.
Yep. I'm there with you.
It's like a tease, you know?
Alright, let's try that again.
Stone Spoons, did you actually censor yourself there, SH*T? Now, the two sides on these is the smaller of these two things here. So these two archways in the center here. If that helps.
Okay, cool. I can paste now, so that's good. So
yeah, the silver inner rib is what needs to be the shape, the basis for the curve.
Oh really? I thought you'd want the black one.
No, the black one's the larger one. That's the background. That's the other part of the wall.
Yeah, but if you're going to merge these curves, aren't you merging the inner black piece that's holding up the chandelier right now?
Oh, you mean inside here? Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're both in the same boat in sleep deprivation.
All right.
Two guys with sleep deprivation. Not a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's fortunate. At least, well, my goal this weekend is I've got to go back to the old house and clean up the garage and figure out what I'm bringing to the new place. And I'm downsizing by about 60%. So there's a bunch of crap I got to sort out the important stuff, and then go from there.
KB is like two tired voxelmancers walk into a bar. ...
Yeah, exactly.
I
All right.
posted a link in my stream, guys, for you if you want to see what's going on from both angles. That's toward the stream, and you can hop over to his and also check his out too.
So there's some weird, like, textural stuff in here. Like, walls aren't flat. I don't know if that was intentional.
No. Like I said, I have never used a voxel library, period, and all this is being done from scratch.
All right. I'm going to see if I can flatten some of this out. So see how you've got an indent in this wall?
Uh-huh.
Right? So for a lot of what we're doing here, it's much easier if that distortion isn't added to the curve that we're working with.
Okay.
Right? So sometimes the easiest way to do this is to use the delete tool. So there's a bug in the delete tool that draws stuff to the voxel wall. And sometimes we can use that to our advantage.
Oh.
So what I'm going to do is drop a voxel in the air over here, like this, highlight it, and then draw out a selection box that goes out to surface of the outside surface of our wall here. And then I'm going to hit delete and see if that pulls it clean. And it doesn't. It didn't. So I'm going to undo and then try a different version of the same idea. So I'm going to grab this, just this one outside chunk, like here, and I'm going to go down and over, and I'm going to paste it and then do it again. So I'm basically just replicating out a chunk of this, so we have something to delete, and then try this again.
Harry, don't. Sorry, I got a dog being very bad.
Problem. And then try that again. So we're going to delete. Let's see if we get. All right. So see how now the outside wall is smooth?
Uh-huh.
So that's using that delete bug, which is really a bug, where it grabs each of the boxes and pulls all of the vertices so that they're flush with the deleted plane, right? Which is a pain when you're just trying to delete something. But in this case, we got ourselves a smooth chunk.
Now, can that be done for the inside too?
Well, no. Yes, but we can just do that now by replicating. So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to paste a chunk up here and delete it, and see if we can flatten the top, which I did. All right. So now we've got a flattened top there as well. And so basically, what I've just done is cut down on some of the distortions.
That is really nice.
All right. And that's gonna give us a little bit smoother area to work with. Then I'm gonna do the same thing here. So basically, I'm gonna highlight everything except the outer silver layer, and just bring this out into the air so that I can work with it independently. And again, you see how we've got some distortions. They're not part of the curve, right? They're just distortions in the top right here. And so you can do this a whole bunch of different ways, but in this particular case, I'm just going to paste a row on top and delete it. You can now with the and that flattens that out on the top. For this one down here, we'll do it the other way. I'm going to actually use the inverse paste. So I can just grab any number of voxels right here, copy it, and rather than paste it and delete it, I'm pretty sure that if I hold down the Alt key, which is the inverse paste, and paste it, nope, it's not doing it. I lied.
Well, I don't think it's essentially a lie. That's more of a
Yeah. Sometimes you can get away with doing it that way. Is all I'm saying.
Yep.
So all I'm doing here is cleaning up the stuff that isn't part of the curve, so that we have a version that is neater to work with, so that as we're doing the other part, we're not winding up with bits and pieces that are completely. And then I'm shift pasting that back into place.
Yeah.
So now we basically have exactly the same thing that you had, but it doesn't have the indent like the other one does.
Yeah.
And now I'm just going to rotate that. And I mean, you know, if I was building this castle, I would go and, you know, paste this new version into all of the pieces that you had. But I mean, you don't have to do that.
That would probably end up being. I'm not planning on rushing the castle, so I'm planning on taking my time and, you know, just.
For some reason. Oh, because I only got that. You were asking about the inside edge, and I wasn't even paying attention. And so now that we have the one side correct, we actually want to have both sides correct. So now if I set this down again next to the current one, then that'll flatten the backside of the same thing.
Okay.
And then I'll copy that so that we'll have a version that is correct on both sides. And then shift paste that in.
Yeah, guys, Torton is literally one of the best voxelmancers in the game. And I know some people think that his streams are over their head, but if you take your time and actually listen to what he's saying, he's just explaining it very well. You know, like he's very articulate about what he's explaining, and if you take your time and just enjoy his stream and watch and pay attention to what he's doing, you'd be surprised what you'll learn from this man.
Well, thank you.
I think the problem is most people are looking for a very quick, easy fix. And in this scenario, that's not really an option.
Yeah, there's a few scenarios where fast isn't going to get you there ever. All right, so all I did was, wow, I'm shift pasting this and it's not cleaning it up. That's so bizarre.
That's why I was asking about the delete thing. It would be easier to do the square inside and delete from out to the up into the corner.
I'm just gonna, honestly, I'm going to delete this and paste it back again, completely, because I have one that should be neat now. Why is it not? All right, that's why it's just not clean yet. So I'm gonna go back and do this again, but do it the hard way. So I have one piece here now that's clean on one side, and if I put it over here, and shift paste it there, and then delete it, it ought to clean up the other side. So in theory, now I have one that's clean on both sides, which it is. Shift pasting it over the top of the other one wasn't working for some reason. That's sort of just an interesting bug. It has to do with how the thing was built in the first place, and which vertices were kind of where. I think one of them was probably inverted, and that was causing that problem. But in any case, I don't want to get too far afield here. But that methodology of pasting if you want one side of a thing to be flat, but the other sides have a shape, then you can utilize that delete bug to pull the shape flat along that one side. And that turns out to be kind of handy. So now we have a version of your corner that doesn't have the indents.
On inside or outside, it's all smooth.
Right. All right, so now that we have that, we want to work on the curve and have it be, and this is where it's going to get really annoying. And it may be so tedious that I'm going to kind of show you how you do it and then let you do it.
Okay.
And you might spend the better part of a few hours kind of getting it there. But I'll give you the sort of how you pull this off. And it's gonna make a lot of sense. You do it one voxel at a time. And if I copy just the bottom voxel of the black here, and I come over and I place it in this space right here, it's going to try to form into this space. And now what you need to do is move these two vertices so that they're in the correct space, but you only need to deal with the two vertices, right? And then for the next one up, as you curve across, you're basically doing that again, and you basically work your way up until you get to a spot where so we're basically doing a rough version here is what I'm doing. So I'm just grabbing one voxel at a time, and you'll see that eventually we get to a spot where like this one kind of formed a nice spot on its own. It's actually reasonably well centered, right?
Yeah.
And that's going to give us a place to work with, and we can eyeball it as we go down the thing to try to get to the other ones. But then we're going to get to a spot where it stops being one and it starts being two. You see that?
Yeah.
And so then we have to do both. And again, we're just going to, sort of work our way along, grabbing each of those voxels. Once we get to the two, though, then we have one that goes here, right? And then we have basically it's a flip and a rotate.
Okay. I see what you're doing.
Sorry, flip. Why am I not flipping? Oh, there we go. The other rotate there. All right, so that gets us 2 parts of that curve, right? And then there's going to be this one that has to come into the middle. But I can just drop something there, and then again, there's 2 vertices you're going to have to basically hunt for to find, right?
Yeah.
And I wish I had a better answer, but there really isn't one. So you're basically going to have to pull from a wedge each of these points to get to that one point that is the halfway point between each of those vertices. So you're basically taking this line right here, and where it meets the other line, you're looking for that point, right? And it's, they're all equilateral, right? Meaning, if I'm looking at this right here and I look at this cube, I'm saying, okay, so that spot is right. Obviously, it's not at the halfway point, right? And it's just maybe nudged a tiny bit out from the 3/4 point.
Okay.
Right? But what I would do is go find that point in my wedge, right? But find it equilateral. So if I'm going to the and the 16 wedge will get you there for this, because you really don't have to match the curve exactly, right? So you don't happen to have a 16 wedge handy around here?
Actually,
right?
I think I do. Linear placed it. Just follow me off the edge down here and I'll show you where it is. In fact, you probably already have rights to build on it. Linear is really big into using voxel libraries.
Or I lost you.
I went into the big hangar doors. Oh, wait,
there you are. You.
Yep, over here. We're going into the factory.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Is that in... What is that under? Is that under beta? Okay, advanced. Let me set construct rights on it and put it at shipyard. And now you have access to it.
All right. So you always want the one, if you think about it, right? We're looking for a specific point, but it's prime on the top, right? Always. For what we're doing.
So see, here's the thing.
Right?
I have never used one of these. I don't have the slightest clue how to use this.
All right. Well, ignore the wedge for a second. Just think about a voxel, right? The top of the voxel is going to be flush, right? We're looking for a point that's flush with the top of the voxel, right? And it's somewhere along the edge of the top of the voxel that's also flush along the prime edge of that voxel. But we're looking for a specific point that's in that space. And it was roughly 3/4 the way along, right?
Yeah.
So the way that the wedge works is this corner where I'm standing right here is the center of the voxel.
Okay.
Right? And it's a wedge rather than a cube, basically just to save space. Okay? So whatever distance you're going longest works out along this axis right here. And then whichever distance you're going second longest works along the next horizontal axis. And then the vertical axis gives you the third position, right?
Oh, okay.
So if I want, and the halfway point where these the dark flooring is, right? If I go up to this point right here, this is going to be my corner. So this wedge right here represents this reactor right here in the wedge represents the exact corner of a prime, what I call the prime voxel, right? So a standard cube, right, is the prime voxel. Yeah. And this reactor right here that's kind of in this midway point in the wedge is the corner. And each of these corners of this reactor point to exactly the same place on that corner, right? They're all literally in exactly the same. They're all going to exactly the same point,
Yeah.
It's what we call a null point, meaning there's no dimension to the dot that's in the middle there. It's just a dot that doesn't have a dimension to it at all because all of the reactor corners go to the same point.
Okay.
But what I want is to go basically 3/4 in from what we're going 1/4 in each direction to get to what we're looking for. So so we start with the corner because we want everything to be flush except the point we're going to, and we're going to go 1/4 of a voxel down. So this is the 16 wedge, which means 1/4 down is 2 reactors. All right, so we go down 2 reactors and over 2 reactors, and this spot right here is actually, this is the 1/8. Sorry, I lied. It's 4x4. So we go down and over 2 more to get to the quarter. 1, 2. All right. So so basically we're going from flush, halfway between the flush, right, which is where we were, and the center is going to be the quarter point of the voxel, right?
Okay.
Halfway is halfway. Halfway between the half and the edge is going to be the quarter. So it's this reactor here that is a quarter in from both sides. So we're going to copy that one out and go back to our original construct. And when you're working on this, you're going to want to maybe move it closer.
Yep. Oh, you wait. Hold on, right here. There is an elevator right here. You can go up.
So the thing is, what you're doing is you're merging. It's like one of my videos talks about how to do merging slopes, and basically what you have with a curve, when you're merging 2 curves like this on the inside edge, you're basically merging a slope, and then you're merging a completely different slope, and then a completely different slope. And I don't have a solution to this problem that isn't tedious. It's just going to be tedious.
Well, what I was looking for is kind of to be on the right direction. Tedious, I understand. I'd rather it be tedious and get it done right than keep screwing around and waste my time getting it wrong, you know?
Right. So if I take this wedge now, if you remember when I pulled it out of the, and I'm going to have to change materials here because this has different materials. But if you remember when I pulled it out, it was basically sideways, right? We were flush with the back wall, and right, and so the back wall of this reactor is the part that is, and we've switched orientations. So the back wall of this reactor was the one that we want to be up, because that's the part we want to be flush. So I'm just going to rotate this so that it's that way, and then spin it around so that it's lined up correctly, which is right there. So if you look now, if I bring this down, sorry, hang on.
Ooh.
Did I grab the wrong one? I did say we wanted a quarter. See, even voxelmancers make... No, that's right. See how right there, the point that I grabbed, I'm going to line this up, is kind of right there where you're looking at. Now, unfortunately, it's not perfect, right?
No.
And what you might want to do is nudge this over a little bit in both directions. But this point is equilateral right there. All right. So if I take this reactor, and I'm going to change its material to something I actually have here, so it's just going to make it. And I'm actually going to set it in the air twice, so we can see the difference between what we were doing and what we want. And then I'm going to copy this block right here and shift paste it into the center of the second reactor. That's the center. All right, so this reactor is right here, is where the corners of this block really are.
Yeah.
And we want to move this corner to where this one is, or something close. So if I bring this one reactor corner over here and I put it there, we have now successfully moved that one corner. And if we come back and shift paste this back into place over here, all right, I've moved that one corner. And
Yeah.
basically what you have to do is that exact same thing with every corner along this curve to get
Gotcha.
the curve that you want. And what you're really looking for is the projection of this curve, right? And but the same thing equilateral on the, I'm having trouble, again, I'm overtired, so I'm having trouble saying this. You have a two-dimensional version of your curve right here,
Yeah.
right? And so, assuming I make up a number, pretend for a moment that this bottom corner right here where my mouse is pointing, and I know there's a little bit of a lag, so I'm going to pause it here and just leave it there. So where my mouse is currently pointing, that corner of the voxel right there, I'm going to, for lack of a better word, I'm going to call that number, 8, right? So along the bottom axis of this cube, right, it's 8 increments in along the black, right? The point where it merges with the other one is going to be an 8-8 instead of an 8 flush, right?
Yeah.
It's the same going all the way up. So if this corner is an 8 but flush with the edge of the cube, the corner I want is 8-8. In other words, it's 8 in from both directions, not just from one. And then this one right here, let's say this is really the halfway point. So this is the actual 0, right? I want a 0-0 as opposed to a 0 flush with the edge of the cube. Am I making sense?
You actually are, yes.
All right. So that's how, and I wish that there was like some magical way that you could merge these two things together, but there isn't. Or if there is, I've never seen it. And so you basically, what you're doing is you're going up the edge of this curve, finding each of these points, figuring out where they are in the thing. And if that is flush with the edge of the voxel, but 3 ticks in, then you want the 3 ticks in 2 directions. That's your new point, and you replace just that one point. The other ones, as you go up, are the normal curve. So that's where it gets actually really easy. Like all the way up here, right? You don't have to find everything. You're placing this same one all the way over until you get to, the actual center. Right, you're actually going all the way over till you get to this last voxel, which is where they're touching, and you do that same thing with each of them, skipping just one. So where it finally insets one, right? Then you're fine, and you just go and you find each of those points going down the curve, and boom, you have it. But that's well beyond what we could actually do right here, which is why I'm trying to show you this, because it's going to take you like 3 or 4 hours, one at a time, to find each of these points. And specific to this curve. Now, I will say that if I was building this ceiling from scratch, right, I would basically do it the other way. I would very specifically find the points of my curve, so that I knew where they were ahead of time, and I would find the. So that's the way the wedge works. It's a numbering system. So at the center I call 0, right?
Yeah.
And as I move out to the far edge, I go up in one number. And for the 16 wedge, the corner is 8-8, right? It's actually 8-8-8 for the corner. So I've moved 8 along one axis, 8 along the next axis, and 8 up to get to the corner, right? So flush with the voxel wall is the 8, all right? So if I'm doing a curve that's 2-dimensional, right, I might have, 8, 8, 8 for the start, and then it's, 8, 7, 6, and 8, 6, 5, and 8, 7, 2, right? As I go up that curve.
Mm-hmm.
The place where the two curves meet, that's where I'm saying they're equilateral. So instead of being, 8, 7, 4, it's 8, 7, 7, and 8, 6, 6, and 8, 5, 5, because that's where they're meeting as they go up that curve.
Okay.
And if you kind of do it, if I was building it from scratch, I would kind of do it that way, so I had the numbers in advance and just find each of those 2 points. So the two set. There's the one piece that's the center of the arc, and the other part that's the flat of the arc, and they're easier to derive that way. In this case, you have to hunt for them, but it's not that big a deal. But you definitely are going to have to hunt for them. The good news is that there's only 20 of them that you're going to have to find.
Yep.
And you can also, you don't have to be exact. You're not going to notice necessarily if it's not perfect. The other thing that you should be aware of is if you decide that you need a point, I'll teach you a little something about the wedge. Let's go back to the wedge for a second. You don't have to be anally retentive about this, because you're not going to see it in any way that makes any sense or any necessary thing. So if you want a point that's halfway between two other points, it's actually pretty easy to get that point. So for instance, if I have this point that is the 888 point right here, I'm going to go back up to my corner right here. Sorry, blindness of that. Where is the floor? There it is. So if I have a point, let's say this one, and you can actually do this in two directions at once if you want. So this is my corner, right? And if I go right to here, I've nudged, basically 1 point down and 1 point over.
Uh-huh.
All right. If I want to have a point that's halfway between those 2 points, if I take the four reactors from this side, and don't worry, I promise I'll put your wedge back the way it belongs, and I shift paste them right here. To change materials. Onto the one next to it, what I get is a line, right? See, there's a thread there between those two things now, because this one was over a little bit and this one is here, and so now I have a thread, a line right there. All right. If I pull that out, I could just copy that thread, and here's where I'm going to undo. Put your wedge back where it belongs. And I can place this in the air over here. I'm actually going to go, let's see, from here I'll go up 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to place this in the air right here. Now you can use the, and I'm just moving to where I can see that thread. You can use the area shrink tool, or you can actually just use the shrink tool. But if I now shrink this, and it's a little hard to target sometimes depending on the size. So normally what I do is put some blocks around it at range, like a decent bit away from it, and then use the area shrink tool instead. If you look at my videos, I have a reactor thing that I use to do this. But if I shrink this down, it only actually takes 1 or 2. That new dot right there is halfway in between the other two.
Okay.
Right? So if it turns out that the point that you're finding is not precise enough, I'm going to undo twice here so that I get that out of the middle of the air there. Then you can, nudge it over by taking the two reactors side by side, finding the point in the middle, and you can save those points if you ever want to make a bigger wedge. You can, etc. But anyway, that's how you do that.
Awesome.
So hopefully that answered your question and was helpful enough.
It's going to be tedious, but it's going to be something I have to do off stream because I get the strange feeling me sitting there doing that for 3 hours is not going to be entertaining.
Well, right, and right, there's somebody there already. Four of four says my brain is cooking. This stuff does get that way, and that's one of the reasons why it's a lot more for those watching in Serapis' stream. I have a series of videos out there called Advanced Voxelmancy. I actually recommend that you watch them. They're not just for advanced voxelmancers, right? They are the complex part of voxelmancy where I try to distill it down to being understandable and simple.
Yeah.
And so the things I'm talking about how I count out the wedge and how I think about voxels and how and about vertices and how you move them and why the wedge exists the way that it does, they're all spelled out piece by piece in a series of a dozen or so videos. And eventually I'll make more. Life got in the way. It's been like 6 months since I did one of those, and I'm overdue to do some stuff on circles that I promised I was going to do for mea culpa. Lots of things going on in my life, but I think they're really informative, and they'll help you understand what it is I'm doing and how to do this stuff. And it's really, really useful when you hit one of these things like Serapis did, where there's a thing you need to do that there's no other way to pull it off except to manually move the vertices around. Anyway, so hopefully I think that they'll be helpful for everybody of all skill levels. It's harder to be linear and concise when in this kind of scenario where I'm talking about a specific task, and it's really easy to get lost. But I think those videos distill it down to less confusing, so less brain fry, and a little bit easier to understand. So a little bit of a plug there, but definitely go check out those videos.
I posted your YouTube URL. That way they can go check it out.
Yep. Thank you.
Dude, thank you for the help. It's going to take me some time to get that all worked out, but I want the castle to look like complete, like it should, not just where I put in a flat surface to make it easy.
Yeah, and if you get lost, and you're having trouble with it, and you need more, by all means, do feel free to reach back out. I mean, honestly, like I'm tired too, and honestly, I'm probably going to drop off of my stream in 15 or 20 minutes because I normally stream from like 6 to 9, and sometimes I go late. But tonight's definitely not one of the nights where I'm going to go late because I've gotten like more than 5 hours of sleep any night in the last week. So I'm like,
well, it's 11 here. It's 20 to 11 here.
Yeah. So, but hopefully I helped. And again, if you need more, I'd be glad to help you out some more at some later point.
If you need to leave your ship here and log here, you're welcome to. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll probably just.
The castle is kind of a safe haven. It's just there for everybody that needs it.
Well, I appreciate that. I think I don't have. Yeah, good. I don't want to walk off with your materials or anything either. I mean, I know you probably wouldn't mind, but I'm being polite too.
I gotta right now I'm working on finding somebody to come over here and help me fix my trams.
I like this. The funny thing is, for those listening, I definitely do the advanced stuff, right? But there's things that are just basic blocks that look really cool. And in the advanced voxelmancy stuff is where you fill in the holes. It's not the entirety. Like, I don't build everything using this method. I use, like everybody else, basic blocks, basic tools, and build the bulk of what I'm building. And then occasionally I'll go, oh no, I want that corner to be right there in exactly that spot. And then I go and use these other tools to get there. But like these girders look really awesome, and they're just basic blocks set side by side, right?
Yep.
Doesn't have to be. You can take an artistic vision and bring it up using some very simple tools. I mean, one of the people who does this so extraordinarily well, we talk about all the time, is 1K, who or 1000 Stars, I think is his full name, but we call him 1K. His voxel library is like 6 voxels, right? He's got like a 45-degree slope and a normal voxel and a couple of other just big, and he builds amazing ships. They look awesome, shark teeth and the whole bit. You know, some of the nicest voxelman ships in the game, using just some basic tools. So never ever feel intimidated or feeling like, you know, I can't understand what this Torton guy is saying, so I'm never going to be able to build anything. This is so the opposite of the truth. You can definitely build all sorts of stuff, and you know, as you grow and as you learn and do more stuff, then you add bits and pieces and more tools, and eventually you'll build just the same with the same level of annoying silliness that I do. But I'm just going around, taking a moment to look around and see all these great ships you've got lined up around here.
My shop is actually out at the end of the runway. That's where I sell all my tokenized ships. That one you just passed over, the Diablo, was actually my first legitimate ship build. This was made a few weeks after beta launched.
Cool.
Memories.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and again, this is made with, you know, a 45-degree angle and a cube, and that's pretty much it, and it looks great. You know, it's not rocket science, man.
Yeah. And then my stuff out there starts getting a little bit different.
Yeah.
That Manta is like everybody's favorite ship. It carries 1.5 kilotons off of Alioth.
You got this nice little train-looking thing.
Yeah, it's wrecked. The script is screwed up on it. Waiting for somebody to. I'm trying to find somebody that'd be willing to help me fix the script or redo the script on it.
You know, I love these. I like you. I built, you know, a whole ton of ships, and only about 4 of them have I actually kept.
Yeah.
You know, most of them go in the scrap pile. But mostly because I decide that they're ugly or whatever.
This is season. Most of the ships up there are basically, as Geo calls it, season 5 of my designs. I'm working on a new season 6 now, basically.
I mean, honestly, I have like, I want to say like 5 or 6 ships total that I really feel like I've built, and that's a lot less than a lot of people. Of course, I don't know if you've ever seen the Scorpion. That one took me like 6 months to build.
I have seen the Scorpion.
Have you seen the Scorpion, the one with the double curved wing?
Uh-huh.
That one.
That ship was actually the reason why I started watching your stream, because I was curious as to how the hell he did that.
Yeah. So, and if I ever went and redid it now, it'd probably come out cleaner, because I learned a lot of stuff while I was making that ship.
Yep.
I mean, you know, knowing the science of voxelmancy only gets you partway there. Like actually building stuff is another whole challenge. You know, I kind of like that pod right there. I'm gonna leave it there.
My game just crashed.
It's gonna be a nice addition to this cockpit. You can just port someplace right out of there. So there you go.
My game crashed.
So hopefully I answered your. Hopefully I gave you
actually.
enough information to get you there.
You did actually. So it's just now me taking the time when I'm not on stream and digging into it.
The good news is that once you figure this out, any slope like that isn't a curve, like just basic joining two slopes together, will be mind-numbingly simple for you, because this is like a level of magnitude harder than doing that.
Yeah, wait, Nut in Space, or should I say in chat, Spaceman.
Yes.
What ship are you asking about blueprints?
All of them.
His?
Yes.
Torton, there's a lot of people asking, do you sell blueprints for your ships or sell your ships?
So I do sell the Scorpion. The one that I'm currently flying is not for sale at this time. One of sort of my rules is as I make myself my next ship, that's the one I don't sell, and then I sell my older ships. So if you go, there's a copy of all the stuff. My hangar at the spaceport is at the southeast corner. It's got a giant pyramid parked on top of it, which is also a ship, by the way, although it's still in development. But there's a copy of the Scorpion there to see. I also have my version of a surfboard that's there, and there's also the trailers that people have been modding those out to make racing trailers, but I built it as a construction trailer. Those are for sale at this time. The Phantom, which is the ship that I'm currently flying, I won't sell it until I make the next ship that is my primary ship, and then I might sell this.
Okay.
I like to be unique. I like to have a ship no one else has. So I don't sell the one I'm flying.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. You know, it's kind of like normally I always have a special edition of whatever ship that I'm selling them that's my ship. That it's like I put extra detail work into that nobody else has. You know.
Yeah, I love this ship. It's it took a little while for it to grow on me because it's actually a little boxy.
But it's not boxy in the way of being like a cigarette box. There's a purpose driven behind the boxy, and it also looks functional boxy. You know.
Yeah. And I've gotten to the thank you, I appreciate that. And I've gotten over my initial kind of thought around it.
Yeah.
And I really like it a lot. It's got it feels really roomy inside, and it's got a nice interior, and it could be cleaned up a little bit, particularly the cockpit area. I haven't really like fleshed out everything and put real chair seats around it, and etc. I've been flying the thing around for like 6 months now, and I haven't bothered to fix it. But hey, because I'm working on my space station. It definitely fits the bill, and it will take off out of Elioth, hauling 100 plus tons. So, sorry, 1,000 plus tons. Not 100 tons, 1,000 tons. Which is really handy, And honestly, I don't need more, because that's about what I built this for was for mining runs, right? I want to be able to go someplace, do a bunch of mining. I'm sorry, by the time I fill the large container that's on this ship with 800 tons of ore, I'm done mining for a while. that's the most I can handle before my brain is fried and I'm ready to go someplace and do something else.
Yeah, I used to be able to do a lot of mining when I first started playing, and now it's like, nope. After a while, your brain just kind of checks out.
Yep. I mean, I have to do most of my mining in the morning, because if I do it at like after work, if I come home and I'm sitting there mining, by like a half an hour in, I'm passing out at my keyboard. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
And I just can't. I can't handle that.
I hate saying this. It's one of the reasons why I've enjoyed the stream so much. Is the guys at night hanging out with me while I'm building. Hey, I have 20, 30 people in here every night, and they're really awesome. They're amazing. They interact with me, talk to me, and help me keep my brain going.
Yeah. I mean, I like doing my Friday night stream too, and then, as you know, I mean, I have a smaller audience because a lot of times I lose people. I mean, like people are like, okay, this is confusing. I'm out of here. But that's just because that's what I mean, that's what my stream is about. It's, and I should probably flesh it out more. And certain days it's more entertaining. A lot of times Hot Fuzz comes and into chat with me and keeps it going. And I've been meaning to do more. Like, I think this has been a great stream because coming to visit you and hanging out and looking at your stuff and talking to you about stuff, I think that really adds a lot of dimension to the stream. And honestly, I should do more of that, where I visit with other people and see what they've been doing and what projects they're working on and stuff like that. I think that would go a long way to I think making everybody's streams just generally better. Human interaction, it's a thing. And when Hot Fuzz comes into my chat and hangs out with me, I like that. But it's he's in Europe, and so it's like 3 in the morning do my stream, so he's not always conscious and when I do my stream. But
I have several viewers that are like that too. That they come through here, and God bless them. These guys, they'll stay up till 4 or 5 in the morning their time to hang out here, and I'm just like, man, I feel bad, because it's like this has got to be exhausting.
So I mean, that's what I it's sort of a thing. I have my cup of coffee that I work on through most of my stream, and then when I get towards the end of my stream, then I move to the whiskey. And by the time I finish my glass of whiskey, I'm pretty much ready to call it a night. And if I had the whiskey at the beginning of my stream, I'd be passed out an hour in. Be like, okay, I'm not gonna be doing any more streaming because I'm unconscious.
Yep, I can definitely appreciate that. There are some nights you just kind of sit here and you're just like, no. Especially after I've been dealing with my kids all day, man. When my kids are having a bad day, there's some nights I'm like, yeah, no, no.
Well, I mean, I will admit to being just a tiny bit on the spectrum, but being full-on autistic is another whole ball of wax. And if you've got 2 kids that are autistic, I understand full well the amount of time and effort that takes. So,
life's an adventure.
Indeed, it sure is.
That's about the best way to put it, right? Life's an adventure. People always tell me, God doesn't give you things you can't handle, and I'm like, but does he have to push us so hard?
I know. Life shouldn't have to be quite so threshold.
Yeah, but that's just the way it is. I love my kids. I deal with what I got to, and I roll with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I have 2 sons myself, and they're definitely not as much of a challenge as that. But I think all parenting sometimes is a challenge, and at least to some extent.
Yep, definitely. Dude, I can definitely see it in your eyes. You are getting tired.
You think? Just a little?
Hey,
well, we're dive bombing my space station here, so I'm going to and I was actually not paying attention, and I was moving too fast, and I'm going to go screaming past it.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going to go screaming past it, not screaming into it, so that's good. There it goes. There it goes. Bye. I realized partway through that I was moving way too fast. It's going to not start braking soon enough. But fortunately, my ship has a turn and burn button.
Torton the Fixer, like the Bob Vila of DU. Any tips on making something like a river rock panel? Oh, Fjord is actually making a cabin. Like a wood log style cabin.
Uh-huh.
That's what he's building as his shop here at the castle.
Oh, cool. I mean, the short answer I have for you is yes. Jeez, man. So, so rocks and boards and bricks are kind of all the same thing. However, a rock panel that has lots of different shapes is going to be very tedious at some level. But the short answer is, if you have 3 voxels, let's say side by side, right, and just remove the middle voxel, and then you extrude inwards towards the middle, the 2 voxels on either side, until there's a small gap between them. If you think about that for a moment, that's how you would make, let's say, a brick wall that looks like it has a gap between the 2 bricks, right? Well, if you're doing a river rock, you want to do a variation of that, but with extreme variance around all the edges. And the other thing about rocks is that usually there's no 2 rocks that are exactly the same, so you want to have a lot of variation on that. And that's the basic approach, right? So you have a voxel that you extrude out the edges of, and you set it next to, you leave an air gap, and you set the next voxel also extrudes out till it almost touches that one, and you do that again in each of the places that you're adding a new one. And so it's basically voxel, air gap, but in every direction. If you want to have a natural rock-looking thing, then you have to do that with a lot of variance. If you're doing something like a concrete wall, you can replicate the pattern. And hopefully that answered that question. And of course, at some point, we can, and of course I was talking again, and we're going to thread the needle. Whoa! Damn, that was sweet! I gotta stop talking and actually fly.
I'm going back to building my racing ship I was working on, because I'm going to do that work that you showed me off stream.
If you guys were watching my stream just then, that was pretty, man. I just threaded the needle of my space station. Like, right through the center. It doesn't get much prettier than that. Alright, this time I'm going to pay attention to my speed and my distance, and I'm going to stop before I get there. I told you, I'm getting tired, and I'm talking to you and not paying attention to what I'm doing. And I'm letting my speed exceed, my braking distance exceed my distance twice now. So in my script there, I actually have a thing that's showing what my braking distance is.
Category, life is a highway. All night long, huh, brother? All night long.
I wonder how much fuel I've got left.
Hopefully enough to make it to your base.
Yeah, I'm plenty. And I'm gonna not go too fast this time so that I can stop when I get there. Moving in. Yeah, if people are checking out for the first time, this is a space station that I'm working on. It's going to be called the Athenaeum. It's called the Athenaeum, which is just a fancy word for library, but it's going to be my voxel library. It's going to be sort of a curated voxel library / workshop. There will be some stuff that's for sale and some stuff that's free, and all of it will be mathematically clean and neat and organized, and because if you're going to make if you're me and you're going to make a voxel library, then the voxel library has to also be voxelicious in some fashion, and
Yep.
so this is a
Well, you don't go to a Lamborghini dealer and expect to get a Ford Pinto.
exactly. So because I had to make it look impressive, this is a 16 core circumference space circle in a circle, and it is we got the full curve going on. None of this polygon thing. So it's a full-on ring, and
It actually looks like my wedding band.
yeah. So it does have a certain wedding ring look to it now, although it's probably not going to stay that way. That cube right there is where my wedge is, but it's the big wedge, so it takes up an entire large core.
That's
that is
terrifying.
a large. That cube is essentially one large core. If it gives you a sense of scale.
Fjord said, did you just say 60 large cores?
16.
16 large cores. Okay, 16 large cores, Fjord.
Yep. So that's the circumference. So you can basically fly, 5 large core ships through the center without bumping into anything. It's roughly 800 meters across, from edge to edge for the diameter, give or take a little bit. I think it's actually like 924 diameter. And of course the gravity is facing out all the way around. It helps if I lower my hover height before I get there, because otherwise it makes landing a total bitch.
In the words of my son, you said a wordy dirty. It's okay. My stream is marked for mature audiences.
Yeah, I have to be careful whenever I visit Geo.
Yeah, he don't like wordy dirties.
Yeah, well, screw him. I teach at a high school. I don't get to swear when I'm at work, so I have to to make up for it in the evenings.
My wife does too. She's a high school choir teacher.
I teach computer science and basic mechanical engineering, and
So you spend a lot of your day wishing you could swear.
yeah, pretty much. Well, I'm also the technology administrator for the school, so.
Yeah. The funny thing is, my wife, after being married to me for 16 years, she's learned a lot about computers. So everybody in the school goes to her when they have a computer question instead of going to the people they're supposed to. And if she doesn't know it, typically she'll send me a message, and I message her on WhatsApp and get her the answer real quickly. And it drives them up the flippin' wall because they're supposed to be going to them.
Well, maybe they need to up their game in terms of customer service a little bit, so people don't feel like they ought to be going to somebody else.
Dude, the IT at East Baton Rouge Parish school system is enough to make you want to pull your hair out of your head.
Well, I mean, it's hard being an IT guy in a school, because by definition, as the IT guy, you start off with a position of intimidating. I don't think it's possible to not have that be the case. I mean, just everybody's afraid of me just by default, I think.
Yeah. Well, the ones they have here, they don't have really any requirements as far as education goes. Oh, IT, you can work with computers. Okay, you've got the job.
That's no good.
It's just, as long as they can get away with paying you as little as possible, they're happy.
Well, I mean, and I think the school that I work at had that as the case for a little while, with people who they knew computers okay, but You know, I mean, I've owned 3 different computer consulting companies and have been doing cross-platform network maintenance at the global level for like 30 years. So I'm a touch overqualified for the position, but it's nice because it gives me a chance. I mean, at some level, it's just relaxing, right? Like I sort of retired from being a consultant. Didn't really want that level of responsibility anymore. I didn't want to have to fight the cyber war. Didn't want to have to, all that kind of stuff. I just got tired of it. So this job is a different set of challenges, but also I'm not having to deal with, I mean, what I really did for a profession a lot of the time was repair broken networks. If you if it turned out that your network admin was a crook and ripped off the company and backdoored the crap out of your global installation with 64 offices worldwide, and you wanted to clean up the mess, I was the guy you called in to figure out how to do that, right? And that's a more responsibility than is worth doing. I mean, at some level, like there's just so much stress and work and responsibility.
I had a professor in college that did that for hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
He actually, his doctorate was in mathematics, but he did his career focus was network security for hospitals. And his entire thing was hospitals all over the world would pay him tons of money to come in and clean up somebody else's screw up.
Yep. And there's a lot of that going on. I mean, the ransomware. I mean, if I wanted to continue working in that field, I could be making metric shit tons of money. But I just burned out. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to fight the ransomware guys. I mean, I just don't want to. I'm tired of doing that kind of work. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I get to teach high school kids how to program computers, and I find it rewarding. And I do a little bit of network maintenance here and there, and secure one small school, which is like a cakewalk. Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. I can imagine it would be.
Way less stress. Just way less stress. When you get some Fortune 500 company that's losing, $600,000 a day because their network is down, and you're the guy that's supposed to be fixing it, it's too much.
Yeah, that gets to be a bit intense.
Yeah. And I don't want to do that anymore.
I think Marshall's actually talking about retiring soon too, because I think he's 70, almost 70 now. And he's just really getting burnt out on it. And it's becoming more and more that he ends up spending most of his time dealing with some crook out of college that went in and just half-assed the job because they had the right connections to get the job.
Yep. Well, and I mean, that's, it happens. It's a problem. All right, I need to figure out how many, oh my God, I don't know. So I was cutting and pasting this, and I had problems, and I have to figure, oh, you know what? I know how I can solve this problem. I'll just do it this way. I don't know why I'm still Voxelman saying I should go to bed. I really should, but I'm going to I want to finish this stupid chunk, so we're just going to do that. Oh, there he is. I did come down. Oh, I still got the stupid invalid cell version in this one core. Let's try shift pasting. Invalid cell version. What the hell is invalid cell version? And why
a lot
is
of
it
people have been having that
one
issue
core?
since the last patch. A lot of people.
have to. I may have to do some bug reports.
Hey, 13, welcome back, bud. I just wrecked my ship. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing and hit my own tower.
See, I'm not the only one.
Hey,
I was
oops.
talking to you and
You went boom.
Yeah, I went boom.
see, and you thought I was just me, right? But no, it's you two.
Oh, no, I do that all the time. Especially when I'm tired.
Although mine was really pretty. When I missed my space station, I jokingly said that's why I made this space station a ring with nothing in the middle, so that Nuber, when he crashed into the center of my space station, wouldn't damage anything. He'd just sail clean through. So that's what I just did. You see, I crashed into my space station, but there was nothing there, so I just flew right through the middle. You see.
If you don't hit anything, is it really crashing?
Well, that's the point. You see, now when I miss my space station and I overshoot it, I just go right through, I thread the needle, and you have to go back and watch my stream, man. It was pretty. I'm actually going to go clip that piece because I went through it going about, I don't know, like 9,000 kilometers per hour, and I just went right through the middle. It was beautiful. Let's try deleting my cache again. Go back in and see if I can paste this stupid piece. And I'm going to try another tune and see whether that works. I've had that work where like one of my characters can't paste, but the other one can. I know that's crazy, but it happens.
Yeah, everything on that bad boy is destroyed.
Eek.
Get you all dressed up nice and can't take you out.
I know, right? Drog, what's up, buddy? How are you doing tonight, my friend? Well, it hit the tower and kept going.
Alright, we're gonna try this.
And that's where it landed after hitting the tower. Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and give away a couple blueprints right now. I'm going to give away the blueprints for the... my brain just went blank. I was thinking about something, and there's something I'm thinking about. Oh! What was I going to give away? I had an idea in my head, and I wanted to give it away.
And the idea went away.
Yeah, the idea went away. Oh yeah, I was going to give away 2 Switchblade blueprints. Akuro, what's up, brother? How are you doing tonight? I have to wonder. I know Fjord was over here for a long time. His ship's still here. Fjord has claimed his spot. He's on the east side. He has his shop. We have multiple other shops left. So far, 18 shops around the castle have been claimed. So if you want a shop on one of the medium cores around the castle, let me know in Discord, and I'll get you into the appropriate channel in my Discord so you have access to everything you need. Oh, the blueprints for the U2s. Actually, I might be able to place a couple of those. Let's see. I just kind of left my burning ship over there on the ground.
I'm trying to decide whether I want to fly back to Alioth.
What's the name of the ship again, Fjord? Fly back to Alioth. You can always come hang with me.
Or stay here on Madison Mine more. I don't know. I think I'll fly back. Seems I gotta log out and get the other character on the ship. Actually, he's the pilot, so why don't I put this one in the ship and get the other one on to fly it?
What am I missing? Inspect item. Got the adjusters, advanced military engineer. Missing the engine. And the cockpits. Why do I not have any cockpits?
Sounds like something you should see your doctor about.
I know, right?
Alright, we're gonna put you...
But you use the fjord. It's in your ship fjord.
in here. You shall stand hither.
I'll tell you what, I will give away... Actually, let's do that first. We'll give away a Dragon Lady blueprint, okay? So we are giving away a blueprint for Fjord's Dragon Lady. Let me go ahead and get up in that, get that sorted. Yeah, I need a BP. There we go, that has been saved. And wait, where'd it go? And that is up. We are giving away a blueprint for the Dragon Lady by Fjord. Yo baby, we're giving away a blueprint. Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm frustrated, and hopefully when they reboot the server next, this problem will go away. But right now I can't paste anything up
No
here,
problem,
so
dude.
I'm going to call it a night. Just go pass out.
You have a good night, brother, and thanks for hanging out with me.
And so thank you, Serapis, for giving me a good end to my stream. It was a lot of fun coming to visit you and talk with you and check out your station. And I like this, actually, having your stream and my stream, and we're both streaming and we're having a conversation together, and I think it worked out really well. So I'm going to reach out to other people and do more of this. I think it was a good way to do some stuff. So
Awesome, man.
And perhaps again with you at some point. So
Of course, you're always welcome. I bet Dank Knight would probably flip and love that.
all right, well, you have a great night. I'm gonna drop out and then close down and call it a night.
You have a good night,
So,
brother.
I will
Hey,
talk
Gordon.
to you.
Everybody say good night to Torden. Night, Torden. And he is out of chat. Okay, so I gotta go recover my ship that I blew up, repair it, and tear it apart because it's not working the way I wanted it to. Because, yeah, brain damage ever since the day I was born.
Under 6 warp cells to get there. Whew.
That's interesting. Somebody's been having fun. Somebody made it look like an igloo. Now I get to go back in here and move things back where I normally keep them. And it is 11:30 at night and my son is still awake. Ah, that child. Okay, where'd I drop my ship at? It's right over here. Hey, buddy. You need a drink? Okay. Drink. Cup. You know, you're supposed to be in bed. You're supposed to be in bed, though, okay? You look like you've been in bed, but you don't look like you're happy about being up, that's for sure. Here. Good night. Sorry about that, guys. Actually, do I feel like repairing this tonight? It's looking kind of tedious. I'm thinking I don't feel like repairing this tonight. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, guys, so let's get back into the giveaways. We're giving away the Dragon Lady right now. That's Fjord Base's design. Once that's done, we're going to give away a couple of the Switchblade blueprints.
That says I'll make it there in 1 hour if I just fly. That saves 106 warp cells.
But is 6 warp cells really worth the time of an hour?
No, not really.
The shops are coming up around the castle, people. Silva said she's going to make herself a coffee house over here. Or a tiki bar right here. We got spoons right here. Spoon Co. A totally legitimate business. Where you can buy the vending machines for the Dr. Pepper and the Pepsi. He said he's going to be doing more work inside, but you can buy the vending machines at the castle now. I gotta set up Akuro. Akuro, let me set up your thing real quick, dude. Akuro, do you want to be on the east side or the north side? I have some of those set up so far. If you're still there, buddy. Okay, this is one you can go down. Let's put you in 6, Akuro. What's the name of your org again? Trippin', that would be awesome, buddy. A warp cell shop here would be amazing. The Mustache Raiders. Or Riders. Hahaha, Mustache Riders. I like it. Okay. And I got your list of names. Okay, one thing I absolutely hate about the permission system is every time you open it, your corpse are in a different spot. And it is irritating. Whoa, Angry Dad with a raid. Brother, welcome to the stream, and how are you doing tonight? Everybody,
Hey, welcome everyone.
Welcome, welcome. I do hope everybody is having a very, very good night. Let me add in these names real quick, and I'll get back to building stuff and doing things and acting stupid. And probably breaking something else. Yeah, guys, I'm wrecking crap tonight like crazy. Shiromar. Oh, Snoochie, Snoochie, Snoochie. Sorry, guys, I just had a complete and total screw up in my head there. Oh, where we go? Okay, let's see. Let's go here. Let's go back to here. Oh no, that's 6. Something is not right. Angry Dad, buddy. You have a good night, brother, and thank you for the lurk, and thank you for the raid. For everybody in the stream right now, we're giving away Dragon Lady, which is the fighter jet made by Fjord. We're giving away a blueprint for it right now by Fjord Base. Then after that, we'll be giving away some blueprints for the Switchblade light transport. Okay, tripping. I have Angry Daddy in my ships. Oh, Lord have mercy. Wait, we got a Smalls above. There we go. Hey, Smalls, what's up, bud?
How's it going?
Oh, crazy. I'm trying to get these tags right. I screwed up somewhere. Okay, so I got North 6. That's where I screwed up. Okay, let's go back to policies. Let's go back in here. Let's edit this. Let's put in North 6 correctly.
Did you lose a fight with the Razor?
Huh? Oh, no, I ended up... sometimes my face, when I'm having like really bad weather and stuff, my face gets really dry, and it got really bad dry and started cracking. So I ended up having to, I tried doing some other stuff to take care of it. I ended up having to shave it to actually get it to take care of it. I have really thick facial hair, and sometimes it just, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I get you.
Okay, so that means now I need to go in here, delete that, set that. Okay, so Smallville, you're in North 5, Akuro and crew, you are Mustache Riders, you guys are in North 6.
I think I'll be opening up a decoration shop there of like furniture, urinals.
Awesome,
Stuff
dude,
like
that's
that.
awesome. What is going on with the things tonight? There we go. Okay, here we go. This is the blue. We're giving away a blueprint for this plane right here. That is the blueprint we're giving away. Me7, welcome to the stream tonight. Now this thing actually flies like a real airplane, guys, just a heads up. Like literally, it flies like an airplane.
You guys hear that?
What?
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay. We only hear it when you're talking. So yeah, we're giving away a blueprint for this plane right now.
I don't know what it is, but when I get on comms, it's perfectly quiet, and as soon as I'm on comms and I leave the mic open, someone decides, hey, let's make the dog bark, or let's give the dog something to squeak.
Oh, nice. That was my fault because I boarded it from a really low spot. You know, it pops you back out wherever you board it. And I forgot to put the landing gear down like an idiot before I landed. There we go. But yeah, we're giving away a blueprint for this right now, everybody. Make sure you exclamation mark raffle to get in on that. Now tonight, everybody, I will be ending the stream at midnight, so that's 20 minutes from now. We got some stuff we got to do around the castle, show off some changes to the castle we've been working on today. Once again, if you are a builder and you are interested in having one of the rooms in the 2 towers, please let me know. The more the merrier. You can pick your rooms. The 2 penthouses are claimed, but other than that, everything but the 2nd floor in the north tower is open. So floors 2 through 8 in the south tower and 3 through 8 in the north tower. If you are interested in having one of the medium core shops around the castle, please let me know. They are going quickly. The shops are medium cores. Some of them will have a space where if you need it, we could put another medium core below it to give you more space. But yeah, they are definitely going quickly. As I put them down, they are getting claimed. We did have a guest appearance from Torton tonight. He was helping me figure out some stuff with voxels. He and his stream came over to say hi, visited at the castle. What am I missing to place one of these? Oh, the rocket engines that I just put on the other ship. And an uncommon military space engine large. I have got to go shopping tomorrow. Now, just so everybody's aware, my daytime gaming time is going to become very limited, so what you guys see on stream will be my gaming time. My wife is off of work. Today was her last day at work, so that means the honeydew list is about to be... Yeah, you are very close to Harris Serapis. But, the honeydew list is going to be 10 miles long. We got to really start to prep for this move, getting things sorted, cleaned up here, throwing away trash we're not taking with us. It's a lot of work to do, especially with the kids. So that's going to be my main focus during the day, and I'll be here with you guys at night streaming. Now let's go ahead and see who won that blueprint. Trog111, brother, why don't you come on down to the castle and pick up your blueprint? Now our last giveaway of the night is going to be for Switchblade Blueprints. It'll be over in 15 minutes. And I'm going to give away 4 blueprints in one. So exclamation mark raffle to get in on that. Trog, let me give you the coordinates to the castle. You can come on down and pick that up. That is a blueprint of Fjord ship, so you will get a Fjord Classic. Ooh. With black powder and carbon fiber. And all
how do you like that landing?
Andy, what happened? Did you wreck?
Didn't wreck. Didn't quite stick it.
Okay, guys, so I'm giving away 4 blueprints for the Switchblade for the last giveaway for the night. As Fjord brought up the green bar at the top left of the screen, which I do need to update. There was $200 given on GoFundMe. I need to add to that, and I need to add some to the GoFundMe from that. All the money for that goal at the top left goes to my wife's account and is going for making our new home safe for our kids. We're in the process of moving. So, for those of you who don't know, or might be new to the stream, both of my kids are severe autistic. Making a new house safe from scratch is a rather expensive and labor-intensive endeavor. So everything for the stream goes to them for that. After we get into the house, I'll show you guys pictures of the house. I'll let you guys see what it looks like inside and you guys can actually take a look at it. I won't be showing its location or where I live, but I will definitely show you guys the inside of the home, okay? But you can either contribute with that link, or the GoFundMe is still up, which I have to get the link for, sorry. And this is the GoFundMe. The first one, the tips thing, pops up on screen. You get credit for it. If you want to do it anonymously, the GoFundMe is an easier way to do that. It pops up and you can choose whether you want to be anonymous or not. So those are the two options. And like I said, everything in both of those goes to my wife and goes for our kids. Nothing goes to me for gaming or goofy scrap or toys or anything like that. And for those of you who have noticed, yes, I did shave. I think you can actually see it on the little side of my face here where it's red. My face was actually, my facial hair is really thick, and it started, my face got dried out and it started cracking and stuff, so I had to take care of my face. We reached the goal on the current fundraiser thing. My wife has agreed to Project Wax the Yeti, as it has now been dubbed. She's going to wax my chest on stream. Yes.
Get your donations in.
Wax my chest on stream. I have beard oil. It just doesn't help all the time. Most of the time it does help, but sometimes it just gets really bad, and the only way to take care of it is I have to shave it all off and put the special stuff I get from my doctor on it, and it helps. He says it has to do with the humidity down here. And the fact that my facial hair is about the consistency of a fine wire. Oh yeah, definitely. Whew, yeah, definitely. But every great once in a while, about probably once a year it happens, and normally it's during this time of year when the seasons are changing and things are getting really bad here that I end up having to just shave it off. But yeah, that's what those two links are for, and that'll be the last time this is the first time I've mentioned it tonight, and it'll be the last time I mentioned it tonight. So we are even closer to meeting the goal. Thank you guys for all the help you guys have done.
Well, I'm here.
You're here. Oh.
I'm here. Both of me are here.
Oh, nice. 4 of 4, I have actually built them in the past, and if that is something that people are interested in me building, I will design another one, a space-only transport. If that is something you want, I will build it. Because building a space-only transport, making it stylish, is actually pretty easy to do. I can make you a really cocky one. If any of you are interested in me building a space-only transport and my styling, just shoot me a DM with how much you needed to carry so I can get a kind of general consensus. Consensus? Yeah, that word. And I'll build one. And no, the blueprint will not cost 100 mil. I can promise you the blueprint will not cost 100 mil.
Gotta go look around the castle again. Things have moved.
Wait, is that your ship setting up on edge over there?
Well, I put it back on the landing pad. See what you're looking at. No, I'm down on halfway between the showroom and the shop.
That's what I'm looking at.
That is not how it looks on my screen. That's funny. Yeah, that's the ship, but it's flat on the tarmac on my screen.
That's funny.
That's a good parking job.
Yeah, no joke.
That is not how I... Well, actually, that's how I landed, but farther down. And then I put it up on the thing. So now... That's weird. So... That's the fun part about this game. Let me go over there. Where are you? Yeah, so I'm going to stand about the same spot you're standing. Let's see, where are you? You're over here. Oh, where'd you go? You were standing about here looking at that. I'm gonna take a screenshot here and copy that and drop it into
A stream chat. Put it in stream chat.
looking for stream chat.
Right above us.
Stream talk request. Stream chat. There it is. So this is what I see.
That's funny.
So yeah, now pull that up on your screen and show the difference.
Warm-up still looks the same in stream chat.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I lie.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, guys. And that is what he sees. And as you can tell, what he sees and what I see are two different things. I'll put them side by side. There you go.
What a difference.
That's crazy.
So I wonder if I move it, what'll happen. You know, I'm going to get in and make it launch here. Come on. Thank you. A little late.
Wait, big bucks. Ah, okay. But yeah, I had an idea for a space-only hauler I thought would be really amazing. But I didn't know there was an actual interest for it. But if there's an interest for it, I'll do it. I'll design the thing. I'll build it on the planet here and then make a blueprint and replace it in space. Oh, Trog! A shadow just came over me. What I really wish was, I wish there was a script that would allow me to turn off and on certain engines. See, now it looks right to me.
Yeah, I've took off here. I'm gonna go upstairs here. Without crashing, thank you. No, up. How about upside down?
Howdy, howdy. Please accept the trade, Mr. Trog.
I'm bouncing off the structure.
Enjoy, buddy. And feel free to take a look around. Okay, guys, so yeah, the changes I've made to the castle today so far. I've been doing a lot of detail work, cleaning up floors and stuff like that. We did the main hall. I know, kind of Harry Potter-ish, but doesn't have the big ceilings. Then this is the first chamber with the stained glass. I started putting the walls up on the throne room upstairs, the main hall. So
I laughed because I just saw my amazing parking job.
no, it is not. I can put it on the image share, but no, it is not. It is all stuff I uploaded. Sir Hob, welcome to the stream and thank you for the sub, brother.
Hey, Sir Hob.
Oh wow, my computer's doing some goofy. What the hell? Hello, Other Voice. Other Voice is also known as the Abominable. We got a 13 and a small bill in chat, guys. Say hi, 13.
Hello, other voice.
Say hi, Smallville.
Hello.
Hi, Sir Hob. Sir, I'm the one that is 10 Turnio in stream chat, but 13 in game, but really much older in real life.
So yeah, this is the main room right here. Working on this, kind of get the details hammered out, get the ceiling done. Got to do a nice pattern on the ceiling, do some arch support on the sides, make it look like it's part of the structure. We are currently giving away 4 blueprints for the switchblades. Exclamation mark raffle. Sir Hob. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna head over and show you guys what the switchblade looks like. Dude, my wife was teasing me today. She was using the wax herself, and she's like picking it up and looking at it. She's like, you know, this is gonna be a lot of fun, right? Oh Lord, I am definitely not looking forward to that. No, Sir Hob, I'm on Alioth. In fact, I am 50 kilometers north of the districts. Well, actually 30 and 40 kilometers north. District 6 is the closest one to me. Yep, it's 39 kilometers. 10 is 40. 17 is 58. And I am right there. And this is the blueprint we're giving away. We're giving away 4 blueprints for this. Now remember, if you're interested, all these ships can be purchased tokenized. If you're in stream, instead of 12, it's 2. Or 12, instead of 12, it's 10. I knocked 2 off. So instead of 12 million, it's 10 million for the tokenized versions. The Switchblade is a light transport, 8 small containers, basically a warp shuttle with extra containers. We have the Spirit, which is a really fancy warp shuttle. I have a couple of the Hammerheads, or the Copperheads left. They're kind of just like a little fun ship to cruise around in. No warp. Those are 5 mil for you guys in stream. We have the Mantas, which carry 1.5 kilotons off of Alioth. They are 20 mil for you guys in stream instead of 25. And then we have the Viper Mark II, which instead of 20 mil is 16 mil for you guys in stream. And then we have the Bird of Prey. I have one of the Birds of Prey tokenized, but that one is 25 mil. And it carries 1 kiloton off Alioth. Sir Hob, how much can what haul? Okay. But yeah, all these ships here are all for sale. Now, the little ones out here you see on display are not for sale. These I'll be putting the blueprint kiosk up for these. And you can already buy the blueprint for the party train. It's right here. But yep, all this is for sale, so if you guys are interested, let me know, and I can make arrangements for you to get one. Just make sure you tell me you saw it in stream, and I will give you the discount. Because as of right now, you'll have to be a member of my stream community to get it. Boom, 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 boom. This is actually before I did the revamp on it too. I wonder if I got the parts to build one of these. Do I have the Diablo blueprint still? Diablo 4. Need more encampment chairs.
Yeah, I did a little damage. Oh, I have nothing linked? What? Let's fix that.
The caterpillar is not for sale. Yeah, the caterpillar is not mine to sell, guys, but that's not down here, Grampy. That's up top.
Did you go get yours today?
No, I haven't had a chance to today. Oh, let's see who won the blueprints, guys. Smallville, you want a blueprint? Akuro, you want a blueprint? Sir Hob, you want a blueprint? And Fjord, you want a blueprint? I keep this up, I keep sounding like Oprah Winfrey. You get a car, you get a car. Everybody gets a car. Okay, guys, so come on down to the castle and pick up your blueprint. And here is the coordinates. I need to pick up some encampment chairs. I want to start...
How many do you need?
Oh, I probably need about 20 of them. I want to start replacing some of my other ships, like the Spectre Mark II, which is the newer version of this ship.
I'll bring you 20 when I come get my blueprint.
Okay. The Diablo Mark IV, that was one of my older designs. I want to redo that. The updated version of this. This was actually the Diablo, was my first legitimate ship build, guys. It was designed on Talamay, and we gave out like 6 of them to the org. Everybody was cruising around in these mining. It was when we first got off Alioth, when the game first started in beta. Yeah, Akuro, not a problem. Fjord, I'll do the same thing for you, bud. When you get here tomorrow, check your tile, and there'll be a container with a blueprint on it. Also, do remember, if you build one of the shops around here and you decide you want to put a container in there, from like if you win a blueprint or something, I can put it in your shop. Just make sure you identify where you want me to put it, okay? I'm yawning. Sorry, guys. Container. Oh, by the way, everybody, due to popular request, I am actually going to be placing... I have a container hub that's used for the guy that drops off my parts for my ships and stuff. However, I am going to set it up to where anybody can put in it, just can't take from it. So if anybody has anything that they want to bring by and drop off for builds of the stream, it'll be there and you'll be able to do that. The container is already there. I'll put something up marking that it's there and set the rights on it. I recognize that ship.
I'm showing off my pocket ship.
Yep. Or are you showing off your pocket viper?
I'm showing off my pocket viper. Trying to log out to log the other character in and bring out my limited edition pocket viper.
Uh-oh. Serapis.
Alrighty. Get this other guy logged in here.
There we go. Okay, so that's set. So if you're on the top landing pad facing over the runway, it's really easy to see. It's right there. And no, there's currently nothing in it. It is 10 extra large containers, so there's tons of storage in it. Now let's see, who else is streaming DU tonight? Oh, we gotta Play the Planet streaming tonight. He's only got one viewer. Oh, we also got a Brew and Pew. Does anybody know Brew and Pew? Brew and Pew? Beer, Brew and Pew. That sounds like something you do in a restaurant. Okay, I'll let you guys in stream decide. Do we do Play the Planet? Or do we do Brew and Pew? Or we can do Marcus the Chipstronaut. I like rating Marcus too. Marcus is awesome. So those are your three options. Brew and Pew and Marcus the Chipstronaut, and then Play the Planet. Yeah,
I
Marcus.
know, Marcus. That sounds pretty good.
You want to do Marcus? Everybody. Okay, guys in chat, are you guys okay with Marcus the Chimp? Marcus. Any other input? Any other get takers for Marcus? Okay, Marcus it is. Okay, guys. I want to say thank you all to everybody. If you are coming here to get your blueprint, I will still be at the castle for a little bit. Sir Hobb, if you are coming tonight, let me know. If you're not coming tonight, also let me know. We can make arrangements to get it to you later, brother. So, we got you, okay? If you win something on this stream and you're not here to get it, it does not mean you lose it. We will make arrangements to get it to you, okay? So, let's do a raid. Thank you again for everybody for all your help and everything and taking care of my kids in regards to setting up the new house. You guys have been awesome at meeting that, helping to meet that goal. We're almost there. I think we're literally $500 short of the $3,000 goal, so we are almost there. You guys have been absolutely astounding, amazing. So let's do this raid. And for those of you coming down to get your ships, or get your blueprints, I'll be here for a little bit longer. Just send me a message in Discord and let me know if you're coming. Just search for Serapis in either DU Discord and you'll find me. Now let's go raid a Marcus. Yeah. Now make sure you guys go show Marcus some DU love and let him know that we care. Share some Fat Cat love, y'all. Fat Cat love. Good night, everybody.
Night, everyone.
Small, say good night.
Good night. Good night, everyone.